welcome to JAMS by Green Indie Podcast right here in the studios of 3-Piece Media. My name is Yossi Royal, and this is where we follow the journey of artists making sound. It doesn't matter where you're making that sound in Nigeria, whether it's in Abuja or in Lagos, the studio is right here for you, and we can't wait to have you on this podcast. If you're an artist out there, you can rap, you can sing, you can dance, you can do whatever. You just, looking for the spotlight, Green Indie has got you covered. So you should go on Green Indie, www.greenindie.com, sign up as an artist, and you get the opportunity to connect with your fans, grow your fan base, grow your music streams, and of course, rise to stardom. That's what Green Indie is really all about. Today on the show, we've got a rising star shaking up the Afrofusion scene, a proud son of Imo State, my very own brother, born and raised in Abuja. Tufanzy is one of those artists who refuses to fit in a box. He's blending Afrobeats, trap, and everything in between, crafting a sound that's bold, different, and full of vibe. Of course, his debut project, the Schoolboy EP, dropped back in 2022, when some of you have not even decided whether they want to do music or not. And featured heavy hitters like Oladips with standout tracks like Scam and Rest, a wild Amapiano trap fusion that turned heads, and it's definitely going to be turning your head today when you hear it. We have Tufanzy in the studio. How you doing? Chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle.
Good, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm always very curious as to, where artists get their names from. I know your mommy did not name you Tufanzy, so please tell me how you came up with your own name, Tufanzy.
So yeah, I don't like telling this story because it's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, when I started music, I started liking music from the first time I started listening to it. And I knew I wanted to make music of my own. Mm-hmm. So I knew I needed a name. And then I didn't know artists gave themselves names with meaning. So there's this song that Lukesh sang at that time, Auntie Janet, Pastor Tufanzy. So yeah, I took that name, Pastor Tufanzy, and that's what I was answering for like the first 2 years of me writing music. So then I think the question came up of, how did I get my name? So when I explained it to the person, then I didn't understand anything in Yoruba. So I explained it to the person and it was like, oh, that name means like a pastor that smokes cigar.
Oh.
So that's when then it was spelled like Tofah, then CI. That's how it was spelled. So then when I heard that, I knew that I could not be going.
Yeah,
so I had to change it and rebrand. Then I changed it to Tufanzy.
Yeah.
Like Tufanzy.
But I wanted to say that, because I feel like the name is actually too fancy, so it feels like, I didn't even know that was what it meant to you.
A different story.
Well, that's an interesting story. That's not an annoying story. That's an interesting story. So tell us, you've had 30,000 streams of your song. I am really very curious to know how you came about that. Tell us the song in particular, and then, just run us through that journey.
Okay, the song is titled Body.
Okay.
Yeah, I released it 2023. And then I think I had just released my EP the year prior to that. So it was just like I wasn't really doing much, even though that EP gave me a lot of fun. So from that exposure, I wanted to do like something massive and something big.
Right.
So I had only dropped one song after the EP. So the fan base I was able to get, they were like craving for something new and something more. And then I made that song. I teased it for I think about 3 months. So it was just like this anticipation for the song to drop. And when it came out, it just went... It just blew up and went viral. I think it charted in Orlando, USA. Yeah, so that's how all that came about.
That's absolutely amazing. Do you have fans, writing you from, that part of the world saying, hey,
yeah, most of them from different part of the world. They message me. They're like, wow, I found this song. Just randomly.
And how did that make you feel? Like, as someone who's just trying to, build your career and stuff like that.
It's very rewarding. It's like, it's something that keeps me going. When you see something like that, it's like, well, all I've been doing is not in vain. Even though before that, I have not reached heights like that before, but it shows me like, I can still go higher than this.
Did you know that song was going to do well like that? Like the way you did?
Not really. Actually, I don't.
You were surprised?
Song, like, out of all my songs, I can't put that song on my top 5.
Wow.
Of all my songs.
You see?
To me, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was something that resonated with a lot of people.
Yeah. I think it says, why do you think it resonated with a lot of people before we eat it?
I think because I made this song from like somewhere real. It's like song about someone in my life. So it was like something real and relatable to me. So I think that resonated with people, and they felt that it was very relatable.
Okay, so is that somebody still in your life?
No.
Why? Where is the somebody? We need to find you. Tell us what your journey your musical journey has been like. I mean, you've talked about, having 30,000 streams and, just getting love from fans. And I feel for artists like you, that's like the height of your career. You're getting up there, you're going up there, you're doing well, you're doing amazing. People are loving your song. Now tell us about the gory part, because that's the part that people don't get to see. People basically see the spotlight and the shine and everything, but tell us about the parts that people don't get to see.
Everybody has a part to play, so it's all like everybody's story is always different. But to me, it's more like the recognition as an upcoming artist. Even with these 30,000 streams, that's like something, it's a huge achievement. That's something that should be at least recognizable. Once you're not big, there's always this neglect for your art, and this always like will I say discrimination. It's not basically discrimination, just like they look down on your art, and like you're not yet big and stuff like that. So it really hinders an artist's growth, and it's like very demoralizing seeing your work not being appreciated.
So I feel like even the artists that have blown in quotes actually have also gone through the period of their songs not many artists just come out and then their song blows and everybody gets to recognize them and show them the love. A lot of them would tell you, hey, I've been working, I've been doing music, and finally I'm getting the recognition that I've always wanted. So I think there's something that keeps them going regardless of everything. What is that for you?
Yeah, I think normally that's just like part of the journey. That's part of the journey. But what keeps me going is the fact that I believe in myself.
Right.
I like the music I make, and I think other people like it. Making music for me is more like a passion.
Right.
So the recognition is not the first thing I go for when I make music. I make music because I like it. So that is the main reason I make music. Then I think the recognition, the fans, the everything comes
up afterwards. And that's a good way to align it, because some people are looking for, they just release one song, but then they're looking for the recognition immediately. And it usually doesn't happen that way. How would you describe your kind of music?
My kind of music is, I like to experiment and mix things around, because when I was growing up, I didn't really grow up on Nigerian music. On my dad's iPod, then it was Eminem, Lil Wayne, like Westlife, mostly.
So those are the people that inspired you as you started?
When I started listening to music. So like that was when I was a kid. So when I grew up, that was my introduction to music. Growing up then into a teenager, then I started listening to Nigerian music. I think the first song that I heard and decided I want to make something was YC Jagaban.
Okay.
So it's just like, even though my background is really different from what is being played here in Nigeria, I always want to bring those both worlds together.
Right.
So it's like, it feels like home, but it always takes you somewhere different.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's why they were able to resonate with your song. What would you say the acceptance for your kind of music is here in Abuja? And I know you are based here in Abuja, and also, what would you say your kind of music, the acceptance is like?
When people hear, there's always like, oh, this is different. This is not like something we've heard before. Sometimes people like it and they understand. Sometimes it's like too experimental for them. Yeah. They'll be like, oh, I don't understand this. I've not heard this before. Some people appreciate that. Oh, yes, I've not heard something like this before, and you're doing something different. So it's always like different kind of reactions, but each of them make you feel good about yourself and what you're doing, obviously. Yeah, because that's the kind of reaction I want to do, like, oh, I've not heard something like this. Yeah, you just want that uniqueness, because I mean, I feel like a lot of artists are beginning to sound alike. Sometimes you hear artists and you don't know which one is Omale, you don't know which one is Rama, you don't know, until you look at the name sometimes. But I think finding your uniqueness is very, very important and key for you as an artist, trying to make a name for yourself in the musical space. If your song or your music career basically were a movie, what would you name that movie? When your musical journey were a movie, what would you name it? What would be the name? A movie.
It doesn't have to be a movie that's already been made. Like, you could just. Well, what would you name it if you were the movie producer? Okay, if I was a movie producer, a movie of my life. Yeah, of your musical journey and career.
I would. It gets hard.
It gets hard.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that?
Cause like when I really started this music thing, I thought it'd be easy. Thought it'd be very easy. I started writing, I think 2017.
Okay.
But then I released my first song 2020.
Okay.
And it's been a up and down journey. It's been an up and down journey. But I think if I'm writing a movie of my life, because of the naivety, like the way I came in, that is how it's going to, because everything just came at me and I was like, oh, wow. I was not expecting all this.
Yeah.
So that's what I would name it.
Okay, that's amazing. So what are you working on? Are you presently signed into any recording label? You know, what's the store for you?
I'm actually signed to a distribution deal.
Okay.
Yeah, they help me. I produce the music. They partner with me to do promotion, and then we split the profits.
Okay.
From there.
And how's that working for you? You find that arrangement amazing?
It's been going pretty well. I've been working with them since my EP.
Okay.
Yeah, since my EP. Then I think I've released 4 singles after that under them. And I still got another one coming, hopefully before the end of the year.
Okay, we're definitely looking forward to it. So tell us about one of your passionate projects that you definitely love us to be a part of.
I love you guys to be a part of. Like, you mean a song?
Your song, yeah.
I released a song recently. It's titled Superstar.
Okay.
Yeah, it just basically about like my eagerness and my hunger to be a superstar. Like, I mean, I know I got what it takes. And then you're just saying that, just like a song announcing that, yeah, I'm coming soon.
Okay. Yeah. So the song has already been released, right?
Yeah, the song's already released. Superstar featuring Boy Liam. Okay. I released it May of this year.
Okay. So if you were to talk to your younger self, you know, looking at what, you know, how far you've come and where you are right now, what would you say to your younger self? That's Tufanzy that had that first name before you eventually modified it. So tell us what you would be telling, you know, your younger self right now.
Okay. If I was to tell my younger self, let me say, my younger self of 2017, I would tell him to get serious, because I think I wasted a lot of time with, like, when I should have started doing something. I was just saying, let me wait for the right time. Let me wait for this person to help me. Let me wait for that one. But I should have just started something by myself, which I eventually did. But I feel if I had started earlier, I would have gone more further than this. So that would be my advice. You should get serious.
Absolutely. And hey, that's also for artists out there. I mean, get serious with your music. Don't just sit down and wait. You can do something even in the comfort of your own room. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's a pity that she not my type, cause I'm a superstar on the rise. Chasing dreams, chasing paper, little remaining matter for the haters. Bad energy gon' stay far, make I no give chance to Satan. From the early mama, everybody show me from the early mama.
Welcome back. It is still Jams by Green right here. My name is UC Royal, and of course, we've been in the studio with Tufanzy, getting to know our artists for the day. So it's time for us to play a game. Are you ready to play a game?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, chuck knock already. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to call a list of things in your life, and you will sing a song that depicts or describes that aspect of your life. Doesn't matter, any song that comes to your head when you think about that aspect of your life. You know how people, when they think about the financial aspect of their life, they might just sing Sapa. If I mention it, just sing a song that comes to your mind, okay? And actually, the first one is your finance. What song comes to mind?
This song, just because I know get money. Because I know get money.
What is that?
This trap, you know, do I call it African trap?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's so what's the song saying? Just because you don't get money?
Yes, no, like I think I'm comfortable, but I don't have money.
Or the money.
Then, you know, in this industry, it's a money-driven industry.
Absolutely.
So like there's a lot of rejection because I don't get
you don't get money. I get that. Yeah. Okay, so your love life. You never sing sing. There's somebody just so that she watch this episode.
Last, you don't cast.
Like everybody go to breakfast. Okay, so your family.
My family, I would say Perfect by Ed Sheeran.
Ah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Your musical career.
My music career. That one is Ye by Burna Boy.
Sing a line then.
This one I do with the Japa.
Hey.
If I no get time, I did da. Now them cover my face, calling me la ba jao. Big man, we know they we
Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Tufanzy, for joining us in the studio. Big shout out to 3Piece Media for bringing us right here. But this is where we're going to call it a wrap today. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Green Indie Play on Instagram as well as YouTube. Make sure you watch all of the episodes that you might have missed out. My name is Yusi Royal. Until next time, adios.